Ditch every single piece of bogus advice you've ever heard about sculpting that dream physique, because I'm about to drop some truth bombs that'll shake the very foundations of your fitness beliefs, dude. This no BS guide will be the only thing you need to go from looking like this to this. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, here's another one of those generic fitness gurus promising the moon, let me stop you right there. This ain't your grandma's fitness guide sprinkled with the fairy dust, or one of those ChatGPT fluffs filled with empty promises. Nah, we're diving deep into the reality and getting down to proven methods that actually work. First up, the body illusion. Ever seen those trippy visual illusions? You know, the ones where two lines that look like they're throwing a party in a different dimension because of some arrows pointing in or out? Yeah, those bad boys. They mess with your head alright, making one line look longer than the other, all thanks to the funky framing. Now get this, your body can pull off the same kind of magic trick. I'm not kidding you. And it doesn't matter how massive or tiny you look. It's about tricking the eye into seeing your physique as the ultimate aesthetic masterpiece. And the magic word here is proportion, my friend. This means your upper body is wide with your hips slimmed down to create that killer V-taper. And let's not forget about those legs. Gotta have them looking like they belong to the package. Not like you've been skipping leg day since like forever. Now, on to sculpting that aesthetic V-tapper bod. Forget the usual bodybuilding crap. You don't want to become a walking, talking muscle museum now, do you? Nah, focus on the muscles that count, the ones that'll give you that V-shaped swagger. For that, you gotta work on your back, upper chest, shoulder traps, abs, and neck. Don't worry, I've got a kick-ass workout plan ahead that is gonna target all these bad boys. You can also do this workout at home, because excuses are for the weak, my friend. Next up, you gotta work on your posture. Yeah, you heard me. It's not about pumping iron till you're red in the face or guzzling down protein shakes like there's no tomorrow. It's about standing up straight. Sound too simple, right? But hear me out. We're living in the world where slouching over a computer has become the norm. I bet 99% of us are guilty of that. And that hunched over look is killing your vibe and your aesthetic. It's like you're doing everything to hide those gains you've been working your ass off for in the gym. But fixing your posture will be the jackpot for your physique. Suddenly, you're not some dude. You're the dude with the V-tapper that screams, I own this place. If you wonder how, well, by rolling those shoulders back and letting your chest pop. Open up those shoulder blades, almost like you're trying to get them to touch your back. This move alone is gonna widen your shoulders, narrow that waist, and bam! You've got yourself a proportion that's gonna make heads turn. And for the love of all that's holy, when you're sitting at your desk, please sit up straight. It's a game changer, trust me. You'll go from looking like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder to looking like you're ready to conquer it. And that, my friend, is how you start turning that aesthetic dream into reality. And these are just the straight facts. Before you dive headfirst into those beast mode workouts, let's get one thing straight. Keeping a badass self-image is key. Think your body's a piece of trash? Well, guess what? That's exactly what it's gonna turn into, and you'll be stuck in a rut chasing gains you'll never see. It's like looking in a cracked mirror and expecting to see a masterpiece. Ain't gonna happen, bro. Let me lay it down with a fresh example. Imagine you're chilling, scrolling through your phone, and stumble upon this killer pair of sneakers online. You think, damn, those are way out of my league. But then, you catch yourself and say, nah, screw that. I'm exactly the kind of person who rocks those kicks. See the switch up? It's all about how you see yourself in your head. If you're constantly downing yourself, saying you're too broke, too plain, or not just the type, then yeah, you're gonna live up to that lame self-image. Back to gym talk. You're eyeing those weights, thinking, I'm just not cut out for this. Flip that script, my dude. Start telling yourself, I'm the beast who's gonna own these weights. It's about crafting that mental image of yourself as someone who crushes it, not someone who gets crushed by it. And for heaven's sake, don't be that guy who says, I'll start eating clean from tomorrow, while you're knee deep in a bag of chips. That's like saying, I'll be a millionaire once I win the lottery. Bro, start acting like the health guru you wanna be. Swap I'll try to eat better for I eat clean because that's who I am. It's gonna change your life. And yeah, I could easily drop a workout plan here and call it a day. But let's be real. If your head is not in the game, you're just gonna be going through the motions without seeing any real change. Trust me on this one. Shift that mindset and watch how fast your world changes. You got this, bro. Let's do it. And here's a pro tip. Don't be that guy who lifts heavy just to flex on the gym crush. Trust me, bro. She's not watching, but oh, she will once you start nailing the technique and piling on those aesthetic gains instead of just inflating your ego. Remember, it's all about progressive overload. Push a little harder than last time, whether it's upping the weight or cranking out more reps. Just make sure that every workout counts. Alright, we're just about to drop that epic workout plan that's gonna sculpt you into a masterpiece. But yo, let's hit the pause button real quick, champ, because there's an important piece of the puzzle we just gotta snap into place first. Progressive overload. Sounds like some fancy gym rat lingo, but stick with me here. Progressive overload is your golden ticket to Gains City. The concept is simple as hell, but genius. When you start getting comfy with your workouts, like you could do them in your sleep, that's your cue to kick things up a notch. Throw on some extra weight, squeeze on some more reps, or slow down those reps to make them burn. The goal is to keep your muscles guessing and crying for mercy. Now, I know you're thinking, but bro, I'm already pushing it to the limit. To that, I say, bullshit. There's always room to push a little harder, lift a little heavier, or go a bit longer. This is the essence of progressive overload. You don't have to transform overnight, but keep up those small, consistent upgrades that add up to massive changes. And if you're not embracing progressive overload, you're basically just spinning your wheels, sweating for nothing. It's like trying to drive across the country with your handbrake on. Sure, you might eventually get there, but why make it harder on yourself? Alright, listen up guys, because here comes the part you've been dying for. The workout that's gonna morph you into an aesthetic beast. And nah, I ain't one of those clowns selling you dreams of getting jacked by breathing air and lifting feathers. We're keeping it 100% here. First off, let's cut through the crap. You've probably seen a bazillion workout routines online, claiming to be the holy grail of gains. But the best routine is the one that gets your ass to the gym, period. It's gotta vibe with your schedule, not bore you to tears, and actually make you want to push yourself. My go-tos are all in the killer aesthetic routine I whipped up just for you legends. And for the love of gains, quit that routine ADHD. Stick to one for at least 3 to 6 months. Jumping ship every week ain't gonna do squat for your gains. Let's break it down muscle by muscle, with no fluff and all the stuff. Kick off the week targeting the pillars of upper body strength, chest and triceps. The bench press reigns supreme here, not just as a chest builder, but as a monument to raw power. It lays the foundation for a chest that's not just for show, but for go. Following up, we have the incline dumbbell press, a surefire way to carve out that upper chest and ensure silhouette screams aesthetic from miles away. But let's not forget the arms. Tricep dips and skull crushers come into play. These exercises will turn those arms from meh to wah, so that every t-shirt you wear feels just a tad tighter around the guns. Next up, we're hitting the back and the biceps, because what's a hero without a cape? Pull-ups are your bread and butter here, as they work not just for your back, but weave in biceps and abs into the mix. Deadlifts follow, challenging every fiber of your being, and barbell rows make sure your back is as wide as it's strong. And for the cherry on top, hammer curls will get those forearms and biceps bulging. This will make sure that your handshake is nothing short of legendary. Midweek calls for a breather, sort of. It's either a full day rest or light cardio, if you're feeling up to it, that is. This isn't about slacking. It's strategic recovery to allow your muscles to rebuild stronger without losing momentum. A light jog, some HIIT, or even a brisk walk can do wonders in keeping the engine running while not overdoing it. Shoulders and abs take the spot and make your frame command attention, and your core hold it all together. The overhead press is non-negotiable as it sculpts shoulders and could carry the world. Lateral raises then step in to broaden your horizons, literally by targeting those side delts. And as for the abs, Planks and leg raises make you midsection fucking strong and chiseled. This exercise lays a solid foundation for all else. Finally, bring the week home with legs and core. Because no masterpiece was ever built on weak foundations, squats are the order for the day. They hit your quads, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and even your core. Lunges are like the best friend to squats. They also work on your legs and butt, but they have a special focus on your quads and glutes. Lunges are great because they make each leg work on its own, which means you're making sure both legs are equally strong. No cheating here. Calf raises ensure balance and symmetry because let's face it, chicken legs never won any accolades. Last but not least, cable crunches. These are all about your abs, but not just making them look good, making them strong too. Your abs are like the center of your body's strength. They help with balance, they protect your back, and they make you strong in just about any movement you do. Plus, strong abs means a nice toned belly, which is always a plus. And there you have it, a week in the life when you are on a path of aesthetic greatness. Remember, this journey is as much about consistency and evolution as it's about lifting weights. So, you've got your workout plan all sorted and think you're on the fast track to the aesthetic city, eh? Hate to break it to you, but if that's all you've got, you're only scratching the surface, dude. Diet is the real MPV here. It makes up a whopping 80% of the game, with a gym trailing at mere 20%. Now, before you start moaning about how complicated dieting is, I'm gonna keep it straight with you. Shedding fat and packing on muscle boils down to a few simple rules. Move more, eat less, stay consistent, and give it time. If you want to bulk up, flip the script. Eat more, keep lifting, stay the course, and be patient. Sounds easy, right? Well, it can be if you stop overthinking it. Let's dive a bit deeper for those ready to level up. First things first, hop on that scale. Got more fat than muscle? Time to cut. Look like a stick figure? You're on the bulk train. And if you're someone in the middle, well, pick a lane and hit the gas. Now, to figure out your daily calorie needs, do a little math. Nothing too scary. Just some basic multiplication based on your weight and goals. For example, if you're aiming to bulk and you're tipping the scales at 160 pounds, multiply that by 18. Boom! You need about 2,900 calories a day to start seeing gains. Now, let's talk about what you're actually eating. Protein is your new best friend. Trust me, you want to be getting enough of this stuff. A simple rule of thumb, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So, for the 160 pound aspiring Hercules, that's 160 grams of proteins to consume daily. And here's a pro tip, 100 grams of protein is roughly equivalent to 1 pound of lean meat. Easy, right? But eating clean ain't cheap. If you've got the cash, by all means, go all out on the healthy stuff. But if you're like most of us, you'll need to find a balance. Don't sweat it too much though. Even a mix of healthy and not so healthy foods can get you where you need to be, as long as you're hitting your protein goals and keeping an eye on those calories. Alright, let's get into the whole supplement part, cause I know you're itching to find out if there's some magic pill out there. Spoiler alert, there ain't. But hey, don't get twisted. Supplements can definitely give you a leg up in the game. Stick to the basics. Protein powder for those muscles, vitamin D, cause let's face it, most of us don't get enough sun. Creatine for that extra oomph in your lifts, and collagen powder to keep the joints smooth and the skin fresh. That's your arsenal, and honestly, it's pretty much all you need to complement a solid workout and diet plan. Now, for the last part, consistency. If you think you're gonna hit the gym hard for a month, see no abs, and then throw in the towel, you're sorely mistaken, my friend. This aesthetic physique you're all drooling over is not just gonna be handed to you because you showed up. Nah-uh. You gotta earn that shit day in, day out. Skipping workouts because you're not feeling like it or because you had a bad day, it's not gonna cut it. And don't even get me started on diet. One cheat meal turns into a cheat week real quick if you're not careful. Remember, it's all about the grind and the right fuel. If you dug this deep dive into getting shredded, do me a solid. smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.